All they had to do was drink a glass of water sitting in front of them, and they'd each walk away with $100 million. But there was a catch: one of the glasses had been laced with a colorless, tasteless poison. Whoever drank it would die, without a doubt. Still, the 8 participants rushed to grab a glass. After all, they had come for the money. The longer they stayed in the game, the more they stood to earn. But with the poison being undetectable, there was no way to tell which glass was deadly. It all came down to luck. Just as the host was about to speak, a sudden shout startled him. It was Philip, who was asking Lucy across from him to switch glasses. Lucy hesitated for a moment, then agreed. Right after that, Jack asked to trade his glass with Pete. Once the swaps were done, everyone tilted their heads back and down the water in one gulp. A heavy silence followed as they waited for death to reveal itself. The host, oddly casual, had even prepared instant noodles for them. Then suddenly, clatter, Pete dropped his utensils. Everyone turned to look. He quickly explained that it was just his hand slipping. But in the very next moment, Jack clutched his throat as if he were being strangled. Agonizing pain overtook him, and he collapsed to the floor, eyes fixed bitterly on Pete. Jack was dead. Surprisingly, the others didn't panic, they looked excited. With nightfall, the second round began. This time, the host handed out one pillow and one handgun to each person. Each gun had exactly one bullet. The rule? Place the pillow over your own head and pull the trigger. The round wouldn't end until someone died. Everyone picked up their pillow, placed it against their head, and got ready. Fear thickened the air. The host shouted, "Fire!" Thankfully, they all fired blanks. But before they could catch their breath, the countdown for round 2 began again. As the numbers ticked down, a shot rang out, cutting through the room like lightning. By the time anyone realized what had happened, Lucy was dead on the spot. With a death confirmed, the host announced the end of the second round. Pete helped him carry Lucy's body away. But just as the third round was about to begin, 2 police officers showed up. They were investigating the disappearance of a young woman, Lucy. Everyone denied having seen her. Once the police left, the game continued. This time, 5 different types of mushrooms were laid out. One of them was fatally poisonous. But here's the twist: each player had to choose a mushroom for someone else to eat. Eventually, only Susan and Amy were left. To everyone's surprise, Susan said she wanted Amy to survive. After all, she was young, with her whole life ahead of her. Susan told Amy to point out the mushroom that looked the most poisonous, and said she'd eat that one herself. But when it came time to eat, Susan secretly gave that mushroom to Amy instead. She was using Amy's innocence against her. Once everyone had chosen, the host told them to eat. The poison wouldn't take effect right away, so they all gathered in the main hall to wait. Susan couldn't help but mock Amy, laughing at how gullible she'd been. But her laughter was cut short as her vision blurred. Then her body gave out, collapsing uncontrollably to the floor. Amy calmly walked over, leaned down, and whispered in her ear, "Go to hell."